Hi, my name's Amy Brown and I'm from Toronto, Canada.
My name is Sammy Fernbach. I'm 29 years old.
Hello, my name is Tony Packham.
Hi, my name is Scarlett Monks. I'm 8 years old. I live in Brisbane, Australia.
With an agent, I've been acting for about 7 months, but before that, I've really always been either on camera or on a stage performing, or really anything to do with this industry.
I'm an actor since now more than 6 years.
I've been acting since around, I want to say, 2018, 2017, around that time.
I've been acting since I was 6 years old.
My parents had me audition for a theater project when I was really young, and then from there, I basically just kept going into theater and school projects and things like that, some of which I actually got to star in, which was really cool.
So how I get into acting? Well, my own personality, the thing is, friends of mine, many people, clients, told me, Sam, you've got a personality, you have to be an actor, it's what you were born for. And the thing is, I realized that more and more I get involved indirectly to a personality inside of me. And it was like kind of this whole acting thing was calling me, attracting me, you know. That's how acting came in my mind. And one day, a producer saw me and he was interested to do a project with me. And he told me, man, you look like an actor. And many people tell me that, yo, you look like an actor, even if before I start to be an actor. And so this guy, this producer told me, are you interested to be part of my movie? Do you know how to lie? And I said, well, I do think so. And so we did this project, and now here I am.
I'd say I started out acting in community theatre, that kind of thing. I'd always been fascinated by acting, and it was just a way for me to get out of my comfort zone and see if I could actually, in theory, do it, you know? And it was a blast. It was an absolute blast. It was something that I always looked at when I was a child. I always looked at it as being, I could never do this for work. You know, I had that mindset. I thought, this is for people in Hollywood to be doing this, you know, not for silly old me. You know, I can do this for work. So it was just one of those things that I'd look at and I think, I'd love to do it, but how would I go about doing it? And basically community theatre helped me realise that I could actually do it and could actually do it well. It helped me get better and it helped me gain that bit of confidence, you know.
I first got into acting as part of a dance and theatre workshop.
My first audition was definitely a new experience. There were a lot of learning curves. I remember getting that notification while I was at school, and it was just this overwhelming feeling of new opportunities and new things. And in that audition, I definitely have learned a lot since then. It was definitely a funny one. I thought SOC meant principal, so there were a lot of things that I definitely learned along the way, but that audition was really a great experience.
We were 50 actors auditioning for this role.
So it was another experience of being within an audition environment, sitting in the waiting room, waiting for your turn, that kind of thing, meeting the director, meeting his financial advisor or the script writer or whoever it is, and getting a feel for how they are and what they do.
My first audition was recorded at home because of the pandemic. It was very stressful for me and my parents, but we managed to get through it.
There was just this overwhelming feeling of excitement when I got that audition, and when I was doing it, I was just so excited. It meant new opportunities, new things. Of course, there was this great opportunity sitting right here, and I was just so excited to be able to do what I love.
Of course, I was very stressed. 50 people in front of me. There is competition. People who seems to be very easygoing. I had my legs trembling, shaking, trying to always remember my lines because I was nervous.
I was feeling very nervous. Obviously, it was the first time I'd ever been to an audition like this before. And by the end of it, I was completely fine. Because it was just the fear of the unknown, I think.
I'd only just started acting when I got my first audition. I thought, If I got this audition so soon, I must be very good at acting. So I was excited. But when the time came, I was quite confused as this was all very new to me.
My first audition was for a commercial.
So my first audition experience was back in 2015 for a feature movie in Panama, exactly.
My first audition, I'd had some over Zoom and that kind of thing, but I'm not going to count those because no, they weren't particularly that good. In all honesty, and I'd say the one that stood out to me was for a theatre production of a novel that I'm a big fan of, and it's been adapted and it's inspired multiple things.
The audition was for a feature film, and I was playing the younger sister of the lead character.
I did not book it.
Well, I did get the role, so I was very happy about that.
I didn't get it in the end. I wish I had, and that was something that it did hit me hard when I didn't get it, because this was something I really wanted to do, because it was based on something I love, and it was a touring show as well. I wanted the experience of touring, because that was something I'd never experienced before as well. And I got the standard email that says, "Oh, you know, we decided to go in a different direction," blah blah blah, blah, that kind of thing. But the one thing that stood out to me in that email was he said to me that your performance was of high standard, which I don't know if he was saying that to be nice, because part of me thinks he is, but if he was saying that as a legit comment, then that kind of cements it to me that I could actually do this if I put my mind to it and learn and craft, learn my craft, get better at it, be consistent, that I could actually do this for a living. And it was incredibly humbling to me to hear, not to hear it because I was reading it, but it was incredibly humbling to read that from someone who runs his own production company, has been there and done that, and for him to say that of me, of all people, because I'm just some guy who's, I generally consider myself, I'm just someone who just got lucky. I'm lucky that people are even looking at me and people are actually giving me a chance. So to win the role, or to even be given a chance to audition out of all the applicants, that to me is a victory in itself. So just the whole experience was just incredibly humbling, and it's one that I'm likely to never forget.
Sadly, no, we didn't book it, but, well, I didn't know what I was doing at that time.
I love acting for so many reasons, but one of them is that I get to pursue what I love and step into other characters and people's shoes and really get to experience all these different and new things.
And why I do love acting, it's because I think that's the best job ever as an artist, to be able to work with our feelings and emotion daily in order to transform ourselves physically and mentally. It's just magic.
Why do I love acting? That is a very good question. I think the best way to describe it is that, I guess because it affords me the desire to do something, to play a character and do something that I wouldn't normally ever do. It affords me the opportunity to do something and be a person that I would never normally be, and just to be able to bring that character to life. It's just amazing for me. Like, just every time I finish a role, I'm always thinking, what's the next one? I want the next one. Give me, it's like a drug for me. It's what gets me out of bed in the morning.
I love acting because it's exciting and it's fun. And I love doing it because I love making people laugh and making people happy.
If you're starting out in acting, if you can't afford a acting school, I'd say do community theatre, because then you'll learn about different aspects of of the business that you wouldn't even think you would.
Thank you for listening, and good luck for your auditions.
Thank you very much.